There's really no better way to put this. I just started new game fully on ESO, and I don't just mean fully, I mean I've lost everything. There's not much to say, I just decided to start new game, fully. Let's be real here, not many of us who play any kind of MMO would randomly decide, hey, you know what I'd like to do? Waste all the achievements, mounts, and everything I've ever bought in a game and just start anew, fresh, for no reason. Yeah, I'm that kind of idiot. But I wasn't gonna limit myself like I did in Warframe. In Warframe, I said I couldn't buy anything, I had to do everything legitimately free, and it was tough. This time around, I wanted to try things differently and experiment. What if I actually start talking to guilds and people and not play the game solo like I have been forever? What if I actually try to learn? What if I can use my money? Also, I kinda didn't want to either because I already spent a lot on this game before, but we did spend a little bit. So with the whole game being only $17, yep, that's right, there was a whole sale. Yeah, it went from like 80 something to this. I will take it. I decided to buy it. And we began our journey into the world of Tamriel. First things first, creating a character. This should be easy, right?
20 minutes later.
I don't even have the race change. I can't even, oh, fuck me. I don't know why I created so many characters. I'll be honest with you, I could not figure out a main that I wanted. It was flip-floppy, I was switching in and out, I was deleting characters. I think I spent about a week of just me playing the game and not really going further than past level 25. It was a pain in the butt, and to be honest with you, it was mind-numbing. I couldn't decide whether I was going to be a healer, a DPS, or a tank, whether I was going to do something I hadn't really done before, but really I'd done everything, so I was confused. At least we met a new Argonian friend. Fucking drink with toes. It's not who I want to deposit my stuff with, but you know what? Drink with toes is the only guy we got, alright? After a couple of days of playing, I said, hey, crafting bags and not being able to get a bunch of material. Found out really quickly, I love to gather. I don't know why, but I do. And my bag space was filling up so fast, I could not proceed without the bag. I also wanted the Any Alliance, Any Race perk, but I didn't want to spend more money on crowns. There just so happened to be a little special thing here. Yep, $5 and you get a house and 800 crowns. Exactly what I needed to barely inch out that perk, while also obtaining a house. So with the basics out of the way, I can finally begin my adventure. Sangin Kahar Kalithos was born on this day. Seriously, it's probably the most badass character I've ever created. I mean, just look at him, he's just, damn. This time around, I was playing the story mode and was listening to all dialogue. In the past, I never listened to anything and just skipped everything to get to endgame. Part of this was because we wanted to just do endgame stuff, and I never did it. So this is definitely brand new to me. I also saw this man get the Diddy treatment. I don't know what it is about MMOs and questing. Unlike other games like, I don't know, Morrowind and Skyrim, I can genuinely pay attention and figure out what's going on, but for some reason MMOs just, I get so itchy, so scratchy, and I need to move, I need to go. So it took a lot for me to actually slow the hell down and take my time with the game. Luckily, I played during events, and in this event, well, the first part of it did let you get a crap ton of gold, about almost 100k worth, and so that really launched me up quite a bit, and it helped out with just getting some stuff I needed and just getting me started on my legs. The other part of it was also the fact that we have double XP for PvP event, and so I spent an absolute crap ton of time doing PvP once I hit level 10, and I didn't stop until I maxed out my tree. I wasn't the best at PvP, and with so many games happening, I mean, it was either one of two things that was going on in Battlegrounds. Either we're dominating really hard, or we are getting our asses kicked. Now, in general, I wasn't terrible, but I definitely knew when I was outclassed by people who've probably been playing PvP for like a crap ton of time, mainly because they would be 25 kills and 1 death, if at all, and I was maybe the one person who was able to kinda get them killed. Beyond that, I could survive alright. Every now and then I would do way better, and every now and then I wouldn't do great. So that was my PvP experience. Never been a PvPer, so for me it was kind of fun doing it, and Nightblade just played to my style for whatever reason. Once we got all of our perks and I started noticing that we could just heal, I just started queuing up as a healer and it was going pretty well. It's not too difficult as a healer. I've been a healer main in ESO for a very long time, and so for me it wasn't hard to pick up on the Nightblade class. Granted, I've never done healing on Nightblade, but it was fun. I mean, you could just, it just feels more action, I feel like. I wouldn't say, I mean, the heals in general are just pretty strong and nothing really feels weak when I heal. So, I mean, I can't talk to like some super hard endgame shit. I mean, I had to do it first, but in general, I've been able to always heal fine. And with me actually going through all the skills and getting everything, it was working out really well. During the dungeons, I did forget that we are low level, and so sometimes you would get groups that are absolutely overpowered and just annihilate everything, but other times you actually have groups that are taking it slow. And although I'd still would love to go slow so I can actually read the quest and figure out things, I just knew that wasn't going to be an option. Someone's gonna, you know, come in and just burn through everything, and I just, at that point, you're better off watching a video. I'm sorry for any new players that think they can do that. It's probably not going to happen. Even if you ask, I really doubt it'll happen. Some people might be nice enough, but you're just better off watching a lore video on the dungeon and then learning it that way, because yeah, it's just too much pressure. Every time I did try to read a book or something, I just felt like, ah crap, I need to be in the fight because I am their healer, and they are dying. Although I was taking it slow, I was making sure that I was leveling up skills and morphing everything, so it was taking a lot of time to do so, but in the end I think it was really worth it. The unfun parts were probably just collecting quests and in general just having to go to, you know, the Mages Guild, Fighters Guild, the Undaunted, just getting all the skill lines, all the skill trees. That was some of the first stuff I prioritized, just because I mean I'm an experienced player, so at this point I know what I have to go get. But yeah, I could see it being kind of annoying if you're a new player and you never knew, and then you have to, you know, restart it after you're already like high level or something. So definitely that was the first stuff I picked up, and we were just leveling it up as we went. I won't get too much into the lore. I'm sure there's better lore videos out there. I just had fun doing the quest. I loved Canarthi's Roost. I loved Eridon. It was just all cool to really experience and actually pay attention this time around, because I was too young when I played ESO, I guess, and I just did not care. I have really monkey brain, and for some reason I just couldn't focus up. So this time around it's pretty cool. Remember how I mentioned I wanted to do things differently in ESO? Well, it was time to be social. I was going to change that today. Mainly because you get so many perks and benefits by being social. And to be honest with you, these games, even though you can't play it solo, it does get amplified when you have a community, and it is pretty fun. So I really forced myself to join things. Granted, the first guild I ever joined, it was not the greatest, so I just left it, but we started applying everywhere else. After a while, I did manage to get into a guild. It was pretty social and I was kind of happy with it, so hey, why not? And I also was able to get a lot of items from just the guild itself, whether that was crafting or whatever else I kind of needed. Remember when I mentioned I get itchy and scratchy? Well, it came back, but this time it was because I wanted to get levels. Sure, I level up as I do quests and I do everything else, but for some reason I was too slow and I needed something. It was like I needed it bad. And so we went out to Craglorn, harvested a couple mobs in circles, and yeah, we spent a lot of time out there. It was pretty boring, but you know what? It was kind of worth it. With these new guilds, I blasted them and was mentioning, hey, I'm a new player and I needed training gear in order to get more XP, because of course running in circles and killing mobs does get you a decent amount of XP. Having training gear would just help out with the amount that you get and make the process a whole lot faster. I didn't ask for anything too crazy, I just, you know, basic set of training gear, and I sent some gold over. Of course, the guy who I traded with, he sent it back, so appreciated regardless. Pretty cool dude, did it for free, didn't ask for much, and yeah, just got it. Although next time we should probably know about this set that I learned about, but we'll get to that. This is my wall of all the bosses I've killed so far. Yeah, we've done a lot of dungeons. Feeling pretty good, not too bad. After what felt like eons of training and really getting my character up to speed, we finally hit level 50. I do want to input that we did continue until we reached CP 160. It took a little bit and it was painful, but I mean nothing like putting on some Netflix and just running in circles, right? I don't know why, I felt way prouder on this account for some reason. In my previous account, yes, did I hit level 50? Yes, did I do a lot of things? Yeah, it's true, but for some reason I felt like I never really truly did it on my own with the fresh started mind, and so this time around it just felt like an accomplishment. I morphed my skills, I was doing quests, I was listening, I was learning, and it felt like I was actually focused on the game rather than just being a little imp and following the advice of all the people that wanted me to get to endgame. Once I hit level 50, it was exciting. It was time for me to actually put my healing to the test, and I was going around just doing a bunch of dungeons. Now, I've done a lot of them, which I was not expecting to do. I mean, to be honest, I haven't done some of these because it's been a while since I've even played this game, so it's really interesting to see where I was getting placed. And that's when it happened. Once I hit level 160 on my character, it was time to be advised by one of my clan leaders. And it was pretty cool because the dude was just dropping some fat knowledge on my head. Now, this is the time and opportunity that I wanted. I wanted to make sure I was noticed in a guild, and it just so happened that this guild did notice when a player went from 0 to 160 CP, and we got a message. And it really snowballed from there. Although I was talking a lot during the dungeon, I was like, ah, crap, I gotta answer, and then we were doing all that. But he was giving a lot of advice, and then sure enough, he was like, hey, hop on Discord, I can craft you a bunch of stuff, I can set you off in your journey, and that's exactly what we did.
But if you're doing that heavy attack with your resto staff in your rotation, you're always going to get a fair amount of magic back. So every rotation, a heavy attack. So if it's 2 or 3 heals, or maybe a DPS, because some of your DPS abilities also heal. So drop a DPS dot, or if you do swallow soul, whatever it is you're doing.
So after dropping quite a bit of fat knowledge on top of my head, crafting me the Heartland set piece, which, by the way, I did not know this set increases the amount of experience you get. So yeah, learning that for the future actually helps me out. I didn't know this was a thing, and so I was like blown away. My mind was blown. I would have never known this had I not been advised by someone who has way more experience than me and actually plays the game way more than me. So that was super important. The other thing is, Mans literally carried throughout the entire dungeon. Although, you know, he really did think I was new, so there were times where I was about to die and he was like, heal, 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 which I thought was pretty funny. But to be fair, I mean, yeah, it was pretty low. And I was getting my ass beat, but we kept up with him. We didn't really die some stupid death. And it was pretty fun. I mean, yeah, the dude just ran all of White Gold Tower. Yeah, it's normal, but, you know, it's kind of hard to do on your own. But the man just did it like nothing. With that out the way, I do have to just shout out Lethal Rejection. Cool as hell. I will be joining them on my other account as well. Yeah. You guys are dope. So to answer the prompt of this, I mean, yes, I got the experience that I wanted by starting New Game. When you start New Game as an experienced player, it really gives you a fresh, new pair of eyes on everything you've done. And it really gives you a chance to relearn some things you would have never learned had you continued going on the path you were going on. And I felt really strong with it. I felt like it was worth it. Granted, I don't think this will be a main thing that happens. I think I might just switch back to my other account. Now I have the itch to actually want to play the game and continue and learn and just become better. But I also don't want to get rid of all the, you know, hard-earned money that we've all spent on our game. I mean, that just hurts. I know I did, like, again, in Warframe, I felt that as well, but unlike in Warframe, I can't actually do in-game currency and then shift it into real money. ESO is not like that. We all know ZOS loves their money, so you have to pay everything you are nickel and dimed. That is the unfortunate part about this game, but yeah, I just wasn't gonna give it up. I mean, just buying one ally is just gonna cost you so much money, and it's just, yeah, I can't do that. I can't legitimately do that to my poor wallet. We're already struggling out here, so I think going back to the main account is fine, but I did enjoy this. I do think I learned quite a lot, and I will be rejoining all my guilds and really trying to participate and be more active. So I think in the next video, it will be probably something along the lines of us really utilizing our new knowledge and putting it to the test and see what happens with our account. Now, before I leave, I do need to show that this is not always happy roses and rainbows. Turns out that I had one dungeon where shit went bad. Okay, I have to start off by saying I was healing in this dungeon. Secondly, the DPS wasn't great. Now, this again is to be expected. Sometimes you will have groups where things just fly by easily, one person carries, but in this group, No one was carrying. We were all pretty low and it seemed like everyone was decently new, so it was going to take some time. And I was trying to help wherever I could, whether that was through guiding or whatever else. With that out the way, I want you to notice a few things during these clips. I would go a little bit ahead, but I never initiated any fights. As you can see, I went a little bit ahead and then turned back wondering, hey, what's going on with my team? And then I waited patiently. What is going on? Why are they just not moving? I don't even know. And I noticed that we were taking a little bit and I was wondering if they just didn't know where to go, so I was throwing out my heal ability to show them, hey, over here and hey, over there. But as you could tell, the tank went up and I just was like, okay, well, let's just go follow him. Of course, I went through the corridor and was looking at the other stuff, but I never initiated anything. I went immediately back and started healing my team. Again, at no point did I pull any kind of aggro. And my main point being is I'm an experienced player and yet I'm not the asshole who's going around pulling stuff. I'm gonna let the team learn and do what they're gonna do. I mean, if it's their first time tanking, it's their first time tanking. But then, this happened.
All that should concern you is that it counsels me. It convinced me of your betrayal.
Who the fuck is it? No one's pulling.
To pay for their insolence.
No one's pulling. The fuck? Get the fuck out of here. No one likes that shit. You better get the fuck out of here before I don't hear you. I'm literally not even pulling. No one's pulling. You have no time, no nothing. Don't fucking blame this on your healer. Literally stupid. Now granted, maybe my response was a bit too harsh, and maybe I go nuclear sometimes. But the biggest thing of this was the fact that I was accused of something I didn't do. I don't like that, and well, I was gonna start talking shit now because I am a tier A1 instigator. And this is more so justice for healers all over in every kind of games. When you heal, for some reason everyone decides that everything that goes wrong is your fault. And I was not having any of that shit. Now, sure, they may have started it easily, but I sure as hell was gonna keep on getting on their ass for every wrong thing they did and committed to. And yes, I even called him useless. Why? Because he died so many times even after I told them the mechanics for the boss. Do I feel bad at all? No. And to be honest, even then, I noticed that A, they're both duo queued, the tank and that DPS, and yes, it was a DPS who initiated the shit talking first. That tank, of course, was giving him the Gluck Gluck 7000, because of course these two are butt buddies, queuing up together and sucking each other off. Nothing I hate more than when duos queue and they decide to gang up on somebody when they think they can just talk shit and get away with it. Nope, not on my watch. Yep, they even said that Nightblade is a trash healer. Also, they want to talk trash, but I'm gonna be honest with you, I don't think this guy had a sword and shield to do puncture with. I mean, he was just holding up his wand and kind of block. It's just so weird. So, if you run into people like this, of course you can be quiet, but not me. I know a lot of people just tend to bully on the poor healers and they end up not saying anything. They just kind of let things go, but it's not me. You can go fuck yourself with that shit. And I will talk shit and I will continue to blast you and I will blast you on this channel. I do not care. Now, if I am doing ass and I am getting my ass beat, by all means, talk your shit. And you know what? Yeah, I might even be like, damn, I'm just trying to learn. I'm trying to get this. And so, yeah, that's the only bad experience I had throughout the entire game, granted. This was like hours and hours of me playing, weeks, days, and then just this one bad interaction happened. So if you're new to the game, expect that, you know, maybe one of these things might happen to you. But overall, don't be discouraged. And you know what? I say this to all the healers all the time. Talk your shit. Don't let yourself get ran over by these people. They're just a bunch of little assholes. If they kick you out, fuck them. Who cares? You're a healer. You'll queue back up and you'll find another group. And if people just keep being an asshole to you, talk your shit. Do not let yourself get bullied in this game. I do not like it for other people and I do not like it for myself. Talk your shit. Now, of course, if they ban me, I mean, who cares? It was an alt account, but you know, regardless, just don't go overboard with it, but definitely hold your own. And with that, that was the end of this video. If you guys liked everything, please comment, like, subscribe. Appreciate your support as always. And until next time.
This other DPS don't know what he's doing. Look at my man's, he's trying. He's trying. He don't know what to do. He's getting hunted down like the rat he is.
All right, I figured it out though. I figured it out.
Yeah, we all figured it out.
Yeah. Oh, he's healing you.
Oh.
Get ready. Try to survive. Oh, stay behind that. You can just heal me from there. Yeah.
I got you.
I'll wait until if I spawn now, I die.
I'll let you know when.
Yeah. I see you guys. Your tank is dead.
Fuck.
I got you guys for a bit.
I'm getting the tank.
Resin.
Heal me.
I am. I got you.
Healing. Woo! I'm a fucking
We're good.
god.
We're good. Holy shit, dude. I was trying to figure out the fucking mechs are killing us.
Close to death. Should I just kill him or?
Yeah, get behind. Go.
Oh fuck.
I can heal you guys. It's fine.
I could keep beating the shit out of this guy then. He's dead.
There. Go ahead. There we go. Let's go. Fuck, that took us a bit.
I made it way harder than it needed to be.
Yo, I forgot the mix. I was like, God damn.